So, hello. If you're watching, hello. I am about an hour and a half late. Well, hour and 48 minutes late. So there is some huge apologies needed for you. Hello, Bootle Bad Boy. How you doing, my friend? So sorry I'm late. I'm not really late. I mean, technically I'm very late, but really I'm not that late because I didn't really mean to come online. Lots of echoes. Really? What about now? I didn't actually mean to come on line today anyway. I just decided, why not? Why not come online? Right, there we go. Right. So I'm not going to be here for long. I've not been online for a couple of weeks. I've not done any videos in a couple of weeks as well. And I've been very, very busy, extremely busy. And I'll wait for more people to come on before I tell them why I was busy. But I think if you've seen my community page, you've seen that I've been busy. So I apologize that I've not been on the streams. I apologize I've not been on the videos. I apologize I've not come onto the stream at the right time today. But I'm here now. So no need to apologize. You look like Lance Reddick. He was a gorgeous man, so I will take the praise. Thank you so much, Christoph. I appreciate that. Guys, yet again, I do apologize. I was meant to come online at 8 p.m. today. I got a phone call at 8 p.m. Well, 7:56. I got a phone call, and it was a very long phone call, and thusly I could not come online. I do apologize, but I'm here now. And today, I'm going to be talking about a few things. I'm going to be talking about the main thing I'm going to be talking about is House of Dragon season 2, because I started watching that last Saturday, episode 1 and 2, and then yesterday I watched episode 3, and it's boring as fuck. So boring, so damn boring. My God, it's boring. It's so boring. And I just thought to myself, maybe the Acolyte might be more interesting. I've not seen Acolyte. I've only seen videos taking the piss out of the Acolyte, but it looks like it's more interesting because there seems to be more going on with the Acolyte than there is with House of Dragon. Now, I'm not saying it's a better show, although right now I could probably say I'd probably enjoy the Acolyte a lot more than I would enjoy House of the Dragons or whatever it's called, which is a real shame because I loved season 1. I absolutely adored season 1. It's really refreshing after the awfulness of Game of Thrones to come and watch a show that was nearly as good, was just as compelling, wonderful effects, great acting. And then season 2's been such a slog. I'm like, who are these people? I don't remember any of their names. I don't remember any of the characters. I don't remember any of the storylines. And they're just these episodes have been so slow. But The Acolyte seems like it's a wonderful, wonderful show. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to be online for a little bit tonight, just a little bit of time, because over here right now in the UK is 9:52, which means I'll probably be online for about half an hour. I'm also going to take this opportunity to play around with these little things that I can see right here that I've never played around with before. I can make highlights. What's all this stuff? You can create highlights. You can put little markers on the stream. This is so fun. I've always wanted to play around with it, but I've always been doing these 3-hour streams, but I've never had a chance. And when you're doing a 3-hour stream, you just get overwhelmed with everything that's going on. And life is a bit more snoozy now. So yeah, so I was at a film festival that one of the films that I wrote and produced got into, called the London Indian Film Festival. So day one, we had to drive to Bradford. If you don't know where Bradford is in relation to London, believe me, it's a hell of a journey. It's a 4-hour journey. So I personally had to drive there, take the lead actor, the director, and his partner, his wife, she was also the production manager, to the festival. We got there. There was some laughs. It's comedy, so that's good. And then we had a really weird Q&A where I'm trying to be as politically as correct as I can here. But the questions, a majority of the audience were from the deaf community. I think they were having trouble selling tickets in Bradford. So I think they gave away a bunch of free tickets to a deaf community. So there were a lot of questions like, why are there no deaf people in the film? Why is the film in English? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? It was a very funny experience. I actually enjoyed it. And then that was Thursday of last week, not this week, just gone last week. And then on Sunday, we had the biggest one thus far, which is at the BFI. If you don't know what that is, it's like the Institute for British Film. And I thought this was going to be a nice and breezy one, but this one was mad. It was like we were celebrities. Like I came there just like 10 minutes before the film started, and they ushered me into this room. There was such panic. They had like walkie-talkies and shit, and there was such panic, and they rushed me into this room. They were like, "You're going on stage, aren't you? You're doing a Q&A afterwards." And I was like, "No, I think the cast and crew should do a Q&A this time," because the lead actress was there, the lead actor was there, the director was there. I was like, let them have the limelight. But they were like, "No, we want to come up as well." And then I was just forced. I was rushed onto doing the Q&A. But the screening went really well. It was full auditorium, 120 people. And then we did the Q&A, and that went really well. And then the day after, we were at a cinema called the Lumiere, which is a French cinema in the UK, in London. So we went there, we did that. And that was also 120 people, Q&A again. And then on the Wednesday, we went to Birmingham, which is about a 2-hour drive. Again, I drove. Mr. Muggins over here drove. So that was exciting as well. Q&A, that went really well. It's probably the most warm experience that we had out of the whole festival run. And again, the film was reviewed very well by the people who attended. It was really quite a special moment. So that's where I've been. I've been doing that. I've been doing life things. I've been trying to focus on that fully. I was absolutely wiped because driving for 8 hours one day and then 4 hours another day and then not having time to adjust, it just completely threw me off whack. So I was going to try and do some videos last week, but I just didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy to jump on a stream, so I apologize. And then, and then I made a video yesterday and posted that yesterday. Got a couple more videos coming out this week as well. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the Acolyte and the House of Dragon. Is it called House of Dragons or is it called The House of the Dragons? Don't care. It's boring me to death. Season 2 is so boring. Honestly. Hey, Kerwin. Hey, Vitaphone. Hey, Sagnik. Hey, Brutal Bad Boy again. Hey, guys. I heard you've got a little Discord going on without me. You little sneaky bastards. I'm joking. I'm in there as well. But I never go on Discord. I don't even know how to use it. I know you drop a little message and then you say stuff, but don't really know how to use it. So I've got a little Discord, which was set up by Vitaphone. Thank you very much, Vitaphone. I can't stay either, Vitaphone, so I'll be gone in about 20 minutes. But thank you so much for the success, the message and the success and so forth. I have to put this on screen. The Acolyte rhymes with a bag of shite. Can't deny it. It does. I've not seen it. So here's the thing. I've not seen The Acolyte, not seen any episode whatsoever, but I have seen clips because I've been watching people rip it apart. And I have to say, I've enjoyed people ripping it apart. So for that reason, I think it's more exciting than House of Dragons Season 2 because that has bored the life out of me. Has anyone seen House of Dragons Season 2? So, Kerwin, yes. Season 1's good. If you like Game of Thrones, Season 1 to 5 or whatever it was, until it started getting bad, you will like Season 1 of House of Dragon. It's actually pretty damn good. But Season 2 is a real slog. An absolute slog. I've not enjoyed it at all. It really is not good. Acolyte is straight 5.5 till now, and House of Dragon Season 2 below 5. Sagnik, I can't disagree with you. I mean, I've not seen the Acolyte, so I can't comment on the score. I would give that. But I have seen House of Dragon Season 2, and it's been awful. Ramping up. This week is the big battle. Yeah, I heard episode 4 is going to be super good. So I am going to stick around for episode 4. If it's not good, I think I'm going to stop watching it. I just don't have time. I don't have time for this shit. I do not literally have time to wait for TV shows to get better. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I started watching. No, I have been watching The Boys, and I know you guys don't particularly like The Boys. I actually like The Boys. I think this season people have said it's woke. It's not woke at all. There's been a couple of scenes that maybe border on woke, but I feel like the show is so far right in the sense of it does a lot of stuff that is really just like, wow, how have they got away with that? That when it is a little bit woke, I'm like, I'm cool with that because you guys have gone so far the other way. I'm fine with you going the other way. And it's been entertaining. It's been really good. I didn't really like the last season that much. I think it was good, but this season's been good. I've enjoyed it. Christoph. By the way, Christoph, I don't think I've seen you in here before. So hello, first and foremost. I've seen every episode that are out. Not bad, not good. Are you talking about House of Dragon, Christoph? They need to greenlight one-time season shows or bring back the mini-series of... Yeah, I agree. I love a mini-series. I absolutely love a mini-series. I love when, like, for example, the best show this year has been... what's it called? Shogun. Shogun's been the best show this year by far. Maybe the best show I've seen for like 2-3 years. Maybe even longer than that. And it was meant to be a limited series, but now it's going to be a 2 series or 3 series. Just such a bad idea. It was amazing as a one-off. Absolutely amazing. Right. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to focus on tonight is, because it's honestly, guys, it's been an awful, for film, there's another reason why I've not made a video. It's not another reason why I've not done a stream. There's nothing going on. Film-wise, there's nothing going on. There's Beverly Hills Cop 5 or 4, whatever it is, Axel Foley, which I do want to see. I was going to watch it today, but I didn't watch it in the end. I watched a film called Wag the Dog. If you've not seen the film called Wag the Dog, watch it. It's got Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, directed by Barry Levinson. Fantastic film. But yeah, Axel Foley, I was tempted to watch it, but that's the only thing out, right? And it's not even out of the cinema. It's out on Netflix. So what's happening? There's this massive lull of films that are currently coming out. We had Inside Out 2, which done really well at the box office. And then there's just been nothing since then. Nothing at all. Has anyone seen anything good recently? Anyone seen anything good recently? Let me know. What is happening? Shogun is a straight 9. Totally agree, Sagnik. It is... I'm going to give it an 8 because I hate giving things 9 because that to me is like a 10. So I'm going to give it an 8. But if I could like go, is the show top tier TV? I would say yes, it's top tier TV. Christoph, hello. I started to watch you a few weeks ago. Found you randomly, liked your professional style, but I disagree with you on Dune. I'm Hungarian, by the way. Hello. Again, I've got a few Hungarian friends actually, and it doesn't mean that I'm Hungarian. I love when people go they've got friends from a certain community, so they think they're part of that community. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying I've got a couple of Hungarian friends. Dune, what do you disagree with it? What do you disagree with me? Dune 1, I loved. It was like an immersive experience. It was like a 4D experience. I loved being in that world. The storyline is non-existent, but I loved being immersed in that world. Whereas Dune 2 was just a big old noisy pile of trash. I've put off Foley for the entire weekend. Yesterday I watched House of Dragons, which was a big mistake, boring. Today I was gonna watch Axel Foley, and then I realized I didn't really have the time. It's only like 20 minutes longer than Wag the Dog, but I just thought to myself, what I'm trying to do nowadays, guys, is before I had the film festival, life was moving at 1,000 miles per minute. I was doing live streams for 3 hours. I was going and I was rebranding my company. I was just making YouTube videos. Life was crazy. And then when the film festival came and I was driving here and there, I was like, God damn, I'm tired. So what I'm trying to do now is just trying to maximize the time that I have so that I'm not feeling like I'm being crushed left, right, and center, which is why I'm only going to come online for maybe another 15 minutes or so, because those 4-hour streams, they're wonderful and I enjoy them and I love you guys, but they are long, like 3-hour streams every time, 2-hour streams, 2.5 hours. Like minimum I was doing was like 2.5 hour streams, which again is fine. I don't dislike doing that, but I was doing that twice a week. And it when you stop doing it, you're like, okay, life doesn't have to crush me. I can be cool. I can chill out. But yeah, so Axel Foley I didn't watch today. I watched Wag the Dog. Has anyone seen it? I watched Kind of Kindness. It was very good. Nothing exceptional. I love this. Evil Does Exist is all right. Love that. Don't know what that means. Dune Part 1 is better for who read the book. I haven't read the book. Saw my first Paul Thomas Anderson film, Licorice Pizza. I keep replaying it in my head. Kerwin, how is that your first Paul Thomas Anderson film? You need to start at the beginning. Hard 8/Sydney. Second, Boogie Nights. Third, Magnolia. Fourth, Punch Drunk Love. Fifth is There Will Be Blood, I think. And then The Master. And then that crappy film with Joaquin Phoenix. The other one with Joaquin Phoenix. And then I think it's then Phantom Thread, which I don't like. And then you get onto Licorice Pizza. Licorice Pizza is probably his most nothing film. His most nothing happens. Nothing happens for 2 hours and 20 or something. Nothing happens. Like literally nothing happens. I really enjoyed it, but it's not the segue film to get into Paul Thomas Anderson. If you want to get into Paul Thomas Anderson, I would start at Boogie Nights and work my way around from Boogie Nights. I think that's kind of where you need to start. But I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Kid Me Wag the Dog in the cinema. Kid Me saw Wag the Dog. I'll kid you saw Wag the Dog in the cinema. Great at the time. Wow. Showing your age there. Dune 1 was better filmmaking. Dune 2 was a blockbuster type. I've got nothing against Dune 2, though. Tarantino's best movie. Is that your question? Or did you say something before that? I know, shocking how much joy there is to be tackling Thomas Anderson film cited. Tarantino's best film. My pick goes to Jackie Brown. Okay. Let me play with this thing here a little bit. Let me see what I can do here. Stream marker. Let me do this now. Okay. So Tarantino's best film, without a doubt, is Pulp Fiction. That's his best film. My most favorite film of Quentin Tarantino is Kill Bill. Kill Bill 1. So I think his best film is Pulp Fiction. I think the most fun film that I watch is Kill Bill. It's the one I can watch over and over again. I can't keep watching Pulp Fiction over and over again. Pulp Fiction is 2 hours and a half. I think Kill Bill's like just under 2 hours or just over 2 hours. And additionally, it's just a more fun film. His most mature film is Inglourious Basterds, which is his most mature film. I love Inglourious Basterds. It's him at his most, or maybe Jackie Brown. It's between those two. Maybe Jackie Brown. But I think if you had to rank them, let me rank them quickly. I'd say Pulp Fiction, I think Inglourious Basterds, I think Kill Bill 1/2, maybe, or I might even put Jackie Brown just above that. So I think Jackie Brown probably sits at number 3 for me. And right at the bottom is The Hateful Eight, which I do not like. Roger A. You know what? Do you know what, Brutal Bad Boy? I was thinking about that the other day. And the reason I was thinking about that is because I was watching, I forgot what YouTube channel it is. I'll have to check it out in a minute. But I was watching a YouTube channel and they're talking about the film. They were talking about the film Rules of Attraction, which was directed by Roger Avery. And I thought to myself, this guy's disappeared. He's absolutely disappeared. And he's the guy who, I don't know if he wrote the whole thing, but he definitely had a huge hand in writing Pulp Fiction. And I feel like those two haven't worked together since. And it's a real shame because I felt they made something quite beautiful together. It's a real shame that he's disappeared. But after Pulp Fiction is Inglourious Basterds. I think I said that. Oh, Reservoir Dogs. Okay, let's do this again. So his best films. Here are his best films. 1, Pulp Fiction. 2, I think Inglorious Bastards. 3, I'm going to say Reservoir Dogs. 4, Jackie Brown. 5, I'm going to say Kill Bill. 6, I'm going to say Django. 7, I'm going to go for... I'm running out of films here. Am I missing a big film? I feel like I'm missing a big film. 7, I'm going to go for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. 8, I'm going to go for his drive-in movie, which name I always forget, the one that no one likes. And then at the bottom, I'm going to go for Hateful Eight. So that makes 9, I think. And that means 10 is his next film. So let's see what his next film is. I think he started making The Critic, and then he stopped making it. I don't know why. But I was looking forward to that. I thought it was going to be pretty good. Hamaguchi is my current favorite. I don't know what that means. Hello, Quick K. Hey, not seen you on here for a while. Or maybe I did. Can't remember. It's been a while. Anyway. Death Proof. That's it. Thank you very much, Brutal Bad Boy. Impact-wise, his second best is IB. Inglorious Bastards. Bastards. Yeah, no, Vitaphone. I think he's gone. But yeah, big love to Vitaphone for hooking up the Discord. That was cool. Again, I don't know how to use Discord. So it's probably completely useless to me. But yeah, I'm glad that you guys have got a little place where you can sit down, have a little chat, have a little discussion. And I, again, don't know how to use it. So I'll jump in and have a little read every now and again. And I'll write a little message. And then I see you guys have had a little chat. I don't really know how to use it. But maybe one day I'll work it out. Maybe one day. So anyway, back to the point of the video. Who here has seen House of Dragon season 2, and who here has seen The Acolyte? Because I'm about to do the quickest poll you've ever seen in your life, because I'm leaving in about 10 minutes. Thank you very much, Sagnik, for that lovely message. I will do that. I think it's pretty simple, right? It's just like a chat. So you just jump in, have a little chat, you jump out. I think that's what it is. Right, I'm going to do a little poll. The Acolyte against, try and spell The Acolyte correctly, against House of Dragons season 2. Which is more boring? There we go. And you guys can have a little vote on that. Lovely. Right. Christoph, Inglourious Basterds was amazing, except the ending. That was too much and idiotic compared to the ending. I'm fine with it, because I think at the beginning he establishes that there's a lot of things going on that are not accurate to what really happened. So I'm okay with the laborious ending. I'm okay with it. There's a lot of things that happen in the film that are just really wild. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. It's a bit weirder when he did the same thing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Again, I'm okay with it, but I'm okay. It felt a bit weird because I didn't understand why he did that. Now, I get it. It's his love letter to Hollywood, which is probably why he did that. He wanted to see a nice, happy ending. But it just felt a bit weird because what actually really happened was just as dark as fuck. And it just feels like it kind of played over that a little bit for me. Be in a minute. Acolyte suffers from terrible writing. The character of May is a bore. I feel like the writers had Osha as one of the characters and then went with the twins idea. Haven't watched House of Dragons. I've not seen The Acolyte. The clips I've seen of it so far, it looks like dog turd. It looks like the writing is dreadful. It looks like the acting is appalling. It looks like it's shot in someone's warehouse in LA. It looks terrible. But it actually looks like it's a bit of fun. Like I could sit there and laugh at it, whereas House of Dragon is just so boring. I just wish it wasn't that boring. I don't want to talk bad about it because season 1 was so good. Babylon was the real Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to me. So, Christoph, if you, again, this is probably your first time in on the stream, you should probably know something about me. I'm not a big fan of Damien Chazelle. There you go. I said it. I'm not a massive fan of Damien Chazelle. I think his work has gone from Whiplash, which is fantastic, to each time getting worse and worse and worse. And Babylon is the bottom of the barrel. It's a terrible film, absolutely terrible film, and it has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. It has no redeeming qualities whatsoever. Kerwin has not seen Boogie Nights because he started off with Licorice Pizza for some reason. But if Kerwin had seen Boogie Nights and then he watched Babylon afterwards, he'd be like, oh, this guy's just trying to rip off this guy. And he's failing miserably. Honestly, he went from Whiplash to La La Land, which is not as good as Whiplash, in my humble opinion. If someone wants to put La La Land ahead of Whiplash, they can go for it. I don't think for the writing, direction, succinctness, the message, that La La Land comes anywhere near Whiplash. But if you want to do it, fine, I'll go with that. And then from there, it's just like a downward spiral. First Man is boring as fuck. The film after that is Babylon, I think. Am I right in saying the film after that was Babylon? It's just gone like that. To me, it's gone like that. You might say it's gone like that, but I'm not a big fan at all. Babylon, you mean one of the square? I think that's in reference to my video where I compare the two scenes, and everyone's gone, oh, they're two different films. They don't have any comparison to it. That's not the point. The two scenes are trying to do the same thing. The two different films, but those two scenes are trying to do the same thing. Whether they're trying to do the same thing in a different way or not doesn't matter. What matters is, do they effectively do the same thing? And they try to do the same thing. One scene is fantastic. The other scene is just like watching a Benny Hill episode. Fucking awful. Absolutely awful. Sad emoji. I like that. Christoph, I'm so sorry. So there used to be a really nice person used to come in the chat. His name's Gagnan. I don't know if Gagnan's watching this. Probably not, because he unsubscribed, he said. Hey, Genius, how you doing? Good to have you here. But yeah, Gagnan used to say, or he said most recently, before I took a hiatus, he says, all Marcus does in the streams is say that this film is great, this film is bad. And then when people make an argument, he goes, no, you're wrong. I don't do that. I do give cohesive arguments as to why I think a certain film is better than another film, or why I think a film is bad. I do that. And if I disagree with you, then I disagree with you. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me. And there's nothing wrong with you liking Babylon and me not liking Babylon. We have different tastes. That's absolutely fine. That's the beauty of art. It's subjective. Some people love terrible films. They watch terrible films all the time. Some people hate terrible films. I hate terrible films. So art is subjective. So when it comes to if someone likes a film or doesn't like a film, I'm cool with that. Absolutely cool. I can't change someone's opinion on liking a film. But when it comes to filmmaking and the technical prowess of filmmaking, what is right and what is wrong, just categorically, technically, that's objective, and I can bring forth an argument which says this is bad filmmaking, this is not good filmmaking, so forth, so forth, so forth. So if you do disagree with me with anything when it comes to liking a film, or if I like a film, you don't like a film, so forth, I love that. I don't want this to be an echo chamber of us just going back and forth, just sucking each other's dicks. Like, let's have discussions and let's talk about what we like and what we don't like. So yeah, he did. I mean, it was really sad. So first of all, I mean, you might be watching. I hope you are, Gagnan, because I have no animosity towards you whatsoever. But he started trolling my streams after I post them. After they'd finished, he'd come on and troll them and be like, Marcus said this and Marcus said that. And I'd be like, dude, what's going on? Like, in the streams, you're absolutely fine. And I thought, you're like one of my first subscribers. I love you, man. What's going on? I shout you out all the time. And then I said, chill out. Like, to stop with the naughtiness as you speak. And he kept doing it. And then the last stream we did, he was like, oh, Marcus says this, he says that. He doesn't listen to anyone. I was like, at least the community's fun, though. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't reply to that one. And then I posted on the community page a few days ago. I was like, hey guys, so sorry, I've been busy with the thingy, with the film festival, so I'll be back soon. And he was like, well, I bet you're sad because I've unsubscribed. I was like, okay, cool. You've unsubscribed. I don't know why. I've not said anything to you, but hey, can't please everyone, can you? Can't please. I hope he is watching. I hope you're fine, Gagnan. I've got no animosity towards you whatsoever, my friend. You're the only person I've seen online that doesn't like House of Dragon. Everyone loves it. So I do like it. I do like season 1. I love season 1. Season 2's been a slog to get through. An absolute slog. It's been so boring. Oh my God, it's been boring. Just, and like, as you know, with Game of Thrones, with House of Dragons, there's so many characters. This has got less characters, less things going on, but still there's so many characters. And I'm like, I don't care about any of these characters at all. I honestly do not care. It's moving so methodically and so boringly. But as Bootle Bad Boy said, episode 4 is coming up this week or tonight, I think. So I'm hoping, apparently it's going to be really good. Apparently it's going to be a huge old battle. So that might bring things up. Man 11-2, loved him. Yeah, I still do, Kerwin. Like, honestly, I haven't got anything against him whatsoever. He's got some very strange choices of films. I respect the fact that he sits down and watches so many weird films. Honestly, I couldn't do it myself. But yeah, I've got nothing against him at all. At all. So hopefully he comes back. But if he doesn't, then he doesn't. Who cares? So the poll is, The Acolyte currently is more boring than House of Dragon. I can't believe that's true, guys. You can't tell me that you watched The Acolyte and you're not watching it thinking, this is damn hilarious. This is hilarious. Like, I've seen some of the clips. They're hilarious. It's so funny. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. It's so incredibly funny. It looks like it's a big old pile of trash, but like in a really car crash kind of way. I'm waiting to see. I want them to destroy the lore of Star Wars. I'm hoping they do it. I'm hoping they do something so incredibly mundane, so incredibly reckless that they destroy the lore of Star Wars. I'm praying for it. I'm hoping they do it. I'm hoping they do something like, I don't know, I think they've done it already. I think one character from the first episode 1, I think it's Phantom Menace, is in this series, and he saw everything that's happening now, and he didn't say anything in Phantom Menace. I love that shit. I love it when they break the law, because you know what? I don't care anymore. I just feel complete apathy for it, and I hope they absolutely destroy the Star Wars lore. Star Wars deserves this. I hope it happens. Watching The Boys. I'm episode 6 and 5. So The Boys is wonderful, Genius. The Boys is wonderful. I'm enjoying it so much. It's super sick, but I'm enjoying it so much. Hot topic. But what do you think about John Wayne? In my honest opinion, he is the worst good actor ever. Christoph, what do you mean by worst good actor ever? What do you mean by that? Once I know that, I can kind of answer that question. What do I think of him as a person? Well, I heard he's a racist scumbag as a person. So, I didn't know him, so I can't speak on the fact that he was a racist scumbag. But I've seen some of his quotes, and he was a racist scumbag. So, what do I think of him as a person? He's a racist scumbag. What do I think of him as an actor? I've seen The Searchers, which if you've not seen The Searchers by John Ford, The Searchers is a masterpiece. Please watch The Searchers. He's in The Searchers. He's really good in it. He plays racist. Surprise, surprise, in that film as well. And it's a great film. It's a great film. So what do I think of him as an actor? He's a bit like Vin Diesel. He's a bit like, no, I take it back. Vin Diesel's a good actor. He's a bit like The Rock. He's just a caricature, and he's not very talented. That's what I think of him. John Wayne was celebrated in his time, yet all he did in his movies was sitting. Sounds like Steven Seagal to me. Oh, Cohen, you made House of Dragon, haven't watched all of GOT, so not trying it yet. Haven't watched all of GOT, so not trying it yet. So, Genius, you don't need to watch all of GOT to watch House of Dragon. There's no correlation between it. There's a couple of like references to stuff that happens, but nothing, because it's in the past, nothing that happens in Game of Thrones at the point that you're at whatever point that is, really affects what you see in House of Dragon. So you can watch both at the same time. Casino Royale is hilarious. Best Bond. Which one? The old one or the new one? The new one, when I say new, I mean the one from 20 years ago, is the best James Bond film ever. 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 Who's everyone's favorite James Bond, by the way? What are you thinking, guys? Who's your favorite James Bond? Tell me in the chat. Who's your favorite James Bond? Daniel Craig, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Woody Allen. Do you like Thomas Vinterberg? I do love Thomas Vinterberg. I think he's a genius. I think The Hunt is just a masterpiece. I think Another Round is the best film I've seen in about 5 years. I think it is. I think I've just made that statement without thinking about what films I've seen in the past 5 years. So maybe it's not, but it's definitely top 5 best film I've seen over the past 5 years, especially during COVID. That film kept me sane. I was like, this is beautiful, beautiful film. And how the film was made as well. So he made it for his daughter. He made it with the help of his daughter. And she was meant to be in the film as well. And then unfortunately, I think it was during filming or just before filming, she passed away, car crash. Guy was looking at his phone, crashed into her car, which is really tragic. So yeah, the circumstances the film was made under as well make it even more special. And who doesn't love a bit of Mads Mikkelsen? Who does not love a bit of Mads Mikkelsen? The Searchers is an ultimate masterpiece, being outdated, dumb, all round. I loved Tiger King. That was ridiculous. And you know what? I'm so surprised that it kind of just died there. Like, it was huge during COVID and it kind of just disappeared. My favorite has to be Aaron Taylor Johnson. My favorite is Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, he was good, actually. Skyfall is better. Sean Connery was the best. Mine is Daniel Craig. Now, having said that, that's only because of Casino Royale. It's the only reason why it's Daniel Craig, because the rest of his films are not great, apart from Skyfall. Another Round, probably the last masterpiece I watched. By the way, are you in the movies that you can you actually do anything onto, because The Boys even shocks me? By the way, as you are in the movies, etc., can you actually do anything onto, because The Boys even shocks me sometimes? I don't know what that means, genius, but I think you're saying, you ask me if The Boys shocks me, because it does. There's 2 episodes that have just been like, what the F? I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but one episode involves enjoying yourself as a man in front of a public bunch of people, which is just sick. And the other one is most recent episode had another very disgusting scene. My God. Who went to jail for 25 years? What? Tiger King? Did he? No way. Oh my God, that's so cool. So cool. Does anyone remember this Netflix TV show which is called The Making of a Murderer? Anyone remember that? Because that was a bit of a phenomenon. I remember that being one of the first phenomenons on Netflix. I remember it being before Tiger King was Making of a Murderer. And it was about a guy who'd been trialed for murdering one person, I think it was, or 2 people, I can't remember. And it was just a huge sensation when it came out. This was like 2-3 years before Tiger King. The Boys shouldn't have ended with season 3. I don't know. I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. Like, there's not much. Okay, so here's the thing. I just had a bit of a rant, because there's not many films out right now at all. There's some awful TV on right now as well. And I think The Boys is one of the best TV shows around right now. So I'm okay with it being on TV. I really am. Guys, we're living in a drought. Honestly, we're living in an absolute drought. I'm thirsty for film. I'm thirsty for good film. I'm sucking at the teat here. Not the tit, the teat. I'm sucking at the teat here. I need some good films. I'm like a scavenger in the desert trying to find water. There's nothing. There's no good TV. There's no good film. What is going on? What is happening? It's so, it's just like, it's so dry out there. My God, it's dry. I think The Bear season 3 started again. I need to watch that. I probably should start watching that actually. But it's really I've resorted back to watching a TV show called Peep Show, which if you love Succession, you'll love Peep Show because it's the same writer. But it's a very old TV show, old British TV show, and I've started watching that again because I'm like, I'm just done. Like, give me something good here, please. Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? Great questions, Christoph. Great questions. The reason why I'm doing a stream today as well, guys, is because on Tuesday, which is when I normally do a stream, there's a football match. Spain versus France. And I'm assuming that everyone's going to be busy watching that. So I probably won't jump on the stream that day. I'm not going to watch it myself, but I'm assuming that everyone's going to be watching that instead. So that's why I'm doing a stream tonight. Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? Definitely Breaking Bad is a better show. Better Call Saul is not too far off. It's nearly as good. It's definitely nearly as good. It's better than it should be. It had no right to be that good. So yeah. Superhands is a proper legend. My God. Every time he comes on screen, just one line. That's all he's got. And he will just make me laugh for like 5 minutes. Amazing. Yes, Better Call Saul was straight 8.5. Breaking Bad was a 9 for me. I agree with you, Sagnick. Completely agree with you. Better Call Saul is the best series ever, in my honest opinion. After that is Breaking Bad and Arcane. I know vanilla. You're not vanilla at all. I would say The Wire. We had a whole tier list on this before, actually, Christoph. A few weeks ago, we did a tier list of best TV shows ever. I think the winner was Sopranos. I think second was Breaking Bad. I think. Oh, Breaking Bad was number 1. Breaking Bad was number 1. Sopranos was number 2. And then number 3 was The Wire, I think, or maybe something else. But I don't think Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad. So there you go. Spain is going to smoke. Who is the by the way? What do you mean, Sagnick? Spain is going to smoke. I don't know if they will. I actually think Spain are going to choke. I think they're going to choke. I think everyone expects them to win. I actually think what's going to happen, I'm not an England fan. I don't like England, which is really shitty because I live in England, but I have my reasons for it. But I think what's going to happen is France are going to beat Spain, and there's going to be penalties. France will beat Spain, and then France will play England, and then England will win. And then I live in a country where England will win, England, and I will not hear the F. This is why I don't want them to win, because I don't want to hear about this every single day for the rest of my life about how England won the Euros. Don't want to hear about that shit every single day for the rest of my life. Do not want to hear it. So I hope they don't win, but hey, what can you do? YouTube commentators think cinema is back because Inside Out man. Yeah, what can you say? Here's my thing. I was watching a little snippet of the press tour that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are doing right now for Deadpool 3 or whatever it's called, Deadpool versus Wolverine. That film is going to make, mark my words, let me put a little highlight on this right now so I can clip this up. Mark my words, Deadpool versus Wolverine is going to make 1.3 billion minimum within the first 3 weeks. 1.3. Remember that. Someone clip that up because that is the fact. 1.3 billion in the first. Okay, let me not put a time frame on it, but overall, it's going to make 1.3 billion minimum. minimum, for sure. And the reason why is because people want to go to the cinema. They do want to go to the cinema. They want to go to the cinema for something good. And everyone cannot wait. Even I can't wait to go and see Deadpool versus Wolverine. I'm not a huge Deadpool fan. I like it, but I'm not like a massive fan. But it's the team up that everyone's been looking for. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, they've been taking the piss out of each other for years and years on social media and, goofing around. And they're going to be on screen together. And there's two characters who people love universally. It's going to make 1.3 billion. Clip that up. Clip it up. France is in turmoil. They'll win and save the country from burning. This is Spain's best chance to win a tournament. They must capitalize. They won't. They always choke. See, this is not the Spain from like 2012, 2010, 2008. This is like Spain, how Spain used to be. This is how Spain, how I always remember Spain, which is they really good, some really good players, but they choke. And they're going to choke. France will beat them. They'll play England. England will win. And I will not hear the end of it at all. Hello, Kenny. Late to the party today, but supposedly the coming episode of House of Dragon is a lot more eventful. I hope so, Kenny. I really do, because I'm going to be honest with you, Kenny, and I know you don't work for HBO, but I'm going to be honest with you. If this episode's not good, episode 4, I'm done. I'm not watching it ever again. I'm done. I'm out. I haven't got time. I just don't have time to keep watching bad TV shows, bad films. I'm gone. I'll see you around, House of Dragons. I don't hate Marvel. Just want to see good movies. Hopefully Deadpool 3 will be good. It's going to be, Deadpool 3 is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's not going to be good. It's not going to change the world. It's not going to be like this amazing film where, like Endgame or Infinity War. It's not going to have this cultural impact where people are like, oh my God, did you see that thing that happened? It's going to be like a fun film that's going to have rewatchability quality because it's going to be funny and it's going to make a bang shitload of money. 1.3 billion. You heard it here. But it's not going to be a game changer. Do you know what I mean? Hungary got 1 goal and they celebrated like the one. Marcus, you're on fire. England will fluke it, and with the awful Southgate and Deadpool. I know I'm making some wild claims tonight for sure. I didn't say 1.5. I said 1.3. 1.3 minimum. I think it's going to make more than that, but 1.3 minimum. Deadpool versus Wolverine will make. England will win the Euros as well. Unless they play Spain. If they play Spain, then Spain will beat them. If they play France, they'll beat France. Portugal versus France was the most boring match I've watched in years. I've not watched any games. I just watched the highlights afterwards. Like when I say highlights is while I'm in the goals. I watched literally a 3-minute highlight clip of the goals. I haven't watched any games whatsoever. I have no interest in international football at all. I can't wait for the season to start. No interest at all. Do not care about international football. Hate England. Sorry if you're in here and you're English and I just said I hate England. I know it's seen as being very anti-English and very not patriotic and we have to fly our flags. I don't give a shit. I don't want England to win. I don't like England. I hope someone's clipping this up right now. Do not care. And I have my reasons for it. I'm not going to go into them now, but it's just not the stream for that. It's not definitely not, a film stream is definitely not a stream for me to go into political reasons why I don't like England, but that is a fact. You think Chadwick Boseman was actually a good actor? He had charisma, but I don't know. Christoph, you got some great questions. He was a good actor. He was a really good actor. Amazing actor. If you've seen him in Get On Up, where he plays James Brown, I think I've said this before in the stream. So, guys, I've said it before. I apologize. And he was also in the film where he played the baseball star. The film's called 42. Jackie Robinson, I think he played. He's a good actor. He's a very good actor. I didn't think he was great as T'Challa, but I think he's a good actor. I'm in a minority, but what is so fresh about... The thing is, Cohen, it's just like, it's timing. It's timing. The MCU's in absolute disarray. I think they're reshooting Captain America 4, not Thor, 4, reshooting Captain America 4 for the fourth time, spent like 400 million on it. 400 million on Captain America. 400 million. They've just spunked their money onto the head of Mr. Kevin Feige. they've spunked their money onto his head, onto his cap. He takes off his cap and looks at. It's like the scene from There's Something About Mary when she put the gel in it. She sees the gel in his. It's not gel. It's spunk, and she puts it. That's what it is. They've done that onto Kevin Feig's cap. So it's just been awful. And this film feels like a refreshing takeaway from that disaster class we've seen over the past 4 years. So everyone's looking forward to it. Hello, the speculationer. It's you with your questions. I love this. If you adjust for inflation, then Gone with the Wind made $1.8 billion, even though that came out during the major war. Love that. Love that. After the Euros, show the gate to Southgate. You know what? They shouldn't. They shouldn't. They should keep Southgate because he's their best manager. Apart from Sir Alf Ramsey, who won the World Cup, he's still more successful than Sir Alf Ramsey. So keep him. They deserve each other. Ryan Reynolds is the same. Yeah, I agree with you, Cohen. I totally agree with you. I'm still going to watch it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Thanks, I'm a moody enthusiast. It got me out from my far right views. Oh, Christoph. That is very interesting. I would love. I don't want to bring up your past and make you think about the past for sure. But I always love talking to people who have far right views because I always think it's best to not just chastise people and go, "You're a terrible person," and I never want to hear your opinion. I want to hear your opinion. I want to hear why you have well, you don't now, but I want to hear people who have far right views, the opinion. I want to see the way they think and the way they internalize their thinking. I don't think it's ever good to just blanketly say, "Oh, your opinions are awful. I don't want to hear them." You should always listen to someone else's opinion, even if they're extremely against your own opinions. You should always listen to their opinions and disagree afterwards and make a cogent argument as to why. So it's very interesting that you were involved in those kind of thoughts. I've always been fascinated, but I think it's because I'm a writer. I think I'm just fascinated by how people think. So yeah, that's very interesting. I saw a film by Paul Greengrass about the Norwegian, I always get this wrong. I think it was Norwegian guy in 2012 or 11. I think his name was Andre Brevnik, I think it was. I think I'm probably getting that name wrong. But he was a far right thinker and he'd done a lot of really just abhorrent things in Norway. I think I forgot what date it was as well. But that was a really good film and it kind of shows you just an insight into how people think, which I totally disagree with the way they think, but it's very interesting. Same, hate international football too. We'll chat when United play Liverpool. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, I mean, I've seen the interviews with our new manager. So if you don't know, guys, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I like football. I love film. Film is my number one love, but Liverpool comes just close to that. I'm a Liverpool supporter. I'm loving what I'm seeing from our new manager in terms of the interviews. He seems like a very determined guy who wants to win. People are like, his interviews are not as fun as Jurgen Klopp's. I don't care. I just want him to win. But I'm a bit worried. Can't say I'm not worried. The speculation are Deadpool versus Wolverine will be Wolverine's third solo movie. It won't because it's not a solo movie. But I see where you're coming from. But it's not a solo movie though. I don't want to be that guy, but it's not a solo movie. It is with Deadpool as well, so it won't be. I read a lot of Hollywood is woke type things, and it pisses me off. So I started watching every kind of movie to prove it actually is, not just screen clickbait thing. So there's no denying that Harvey Weinstein changed the outlook of filmmaking. Just looking for my phone, I can't find it anywhere. Changed the outlook of films between 2015, 16 till about maybe a year ago. So yeah, there was a lot of woke things. But as I've said on the stream a lot of times, I wasn't a fan of those woke things at all. I think they were abhorrent. But I understand that things had to change. And there had to be more representation of women in film. There had to be more representation of women behind the camera, more representation of people with color behind the camera and in front of the camera. So we had an extremity of things in front of the camera, especially, that changed. Behind the camera, not so much, but definitely in front of the camera. And they weren't good. And they were never going to be good. So, yeah. But what that's allowed us to do is get to a place now where we can have more of a kind of middle ground, whereas before it was just skewed in one way. So I haven't got an issue with it per se. It made film absolutely awful for a while, but hey, what can you do? What can you do? If a movie has a 200 million production budget, how much do they need to break even? So typically, if a film has X money, like 200 million, for example, as the budget, then you double that for the marketing costs. So that would be 200. So, for example, Captain America 4 is 400 million right now, which is just ludicrous. That budget is 800 million. In theory, 800 million. So that film now needs to make, I would say, 1.3, 1.4 billion dollars for it to make a profit. And the reason I say that is because when a studio puts a film into a cinema, they don't take all the profit home. They only take a portion of that profit home for many reasons. One reason being that directors, actors take profit share. They get some of the profits, some of the box office. The theaters take home a lot of that. Distribution companies take home a lot of that as well. So that film has just lost them a lot of money. A lot of money. So I watched a lot of movies and then it started to change me because it showed me so many points of views and stories, and I realized being an adult means I have to have an emotional stability. That is beautiful, Christoph. Absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Female Ghostbusters was the breaking point in my eyes. I'm a liberal now and I enjoy not hating on everyone, just consuming art and sharing opinions. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love that. The answer is always, in most things, somewhere in the middle. That's the answer to everything, everywhere, all at once, is somewhere in the middle. So if someone's got an extreme opinion here and someone has an extreme opinion here, let me do that instead. Someone's got an extreme opinion here, someone's got an extreme opinion here, there we go, there, yeah. Then the answer is always kind of somewhere in the middle. And that is kind of a fact. So yeah, there's a few United supporters in here. It must suck for you because you decided to stream late night for you, so you must be exhausted. Speculation. If you're being honest there, yes, I am exhausted. Well, I'm actually not. I've had a bit of a rest, so I'm okay. But I am also going to be coming offline in about 10 minutes. I said that 15 minutes ago, but I will be coming offline pretty soon anyway. So thank you for your concern. I do appreciate that. So Brutal Bad Boy, you know what I never do? I never laud the 7-0 over Man United supporters because I'm so scared of them, because one day they are going to beat us. It's going to be bad. And they're going to come back and win the league for a couple of seasons. I don't want to be the guy. I guess I should enjoy it now until it happens, but I'm just worried about them. I'm worried. I'm very worried. But yeah, I mean, so to sum up, Acolyte is definitely more boring, apparently. So you guys have voted 70% for the Acolyte being more boring. I personally have enjoyed all these YouTube videos with people taking the piss out of the Acolyte way more than I've enjoyed House of Dragons Season 2. I can tell you that for a fact. So I don't know if I agree with that at all. Now, if you're talking about the TV show as opposed to the YouTube videos, then maybe yes. But I've not seen it, so I can't speak on that. But I have to say, House of Dragon has been absolutely woeful. Woeful. It reminds me of The Walking Dead season whatever, like when it started being awful. It's just so talky. There's so much talking about nothing. Just so much talking and whispering and just nothing's happening. And it's such a shame because season 1 was so fun. So fun. Yeah, I mean, Christoph, honestly, what you've been through, not many people come back through and come to the other side. So I really respect the fact that you are so open and honest with what you're saying. And on top of that, the fact that you took time out to think about both sides of the coin, because like I said, there's always two sides to a coin, and the answer is typically always in the middle. So well done to you for that. It's honestly a huge achievement. What films are you looking forward to for the rest of the year? Deadpool versus Wolverine. And I think that's pretty much it. I can't remember all the films coming out this year, but I remember that this period here, I think there's a couple of big films in November and December. There's the George Clooney, Brad Pitt film, the Wolves, I think it's called, which I really love the trailer. Reminds me of the 90s heist movie, quick talking kind of films. Can't wait to see that. So that's about it, really. Just that film and nothing else. House of Dragon is like watching awful people's lives. Oh dear. Anyone seen Producer starring Jake G? No, I've not. I've seen the original one with Harrison Ford, but I've not seen the Jake G one. And the reason is because I don't think Jake G is a leading actor. I've said it before, one of my videos on the channel. So anytime he's a leading actor in a film, I don't watch it because it's not going to be good. They're building the foundations. Hopefully, I think they're struggling since Paddy Constantine left. What is that about? Love that. John Campea said the Acolyte was horrible writing and the character direction in a few videos. And in a video about fixing Star Wars, he said that he thinks Star Wars needs direction and a leader. Right, so I'm going to reply to that in a minute. I'm going to star this one from Usagnik. That's pretty cool. I don't want to go into Star Wars too much. I'm really apathetic. I have a complete apathy for Star Wars. So, like I said, I hope they ruin the lore with this show. Hope they absolutely tear it apart. And I hope they destroy Star Wars. Because you know what? I don't want to use... If you see a family member or a friend or a partner that's ill, like terminally ill, you don't want to see them suffer, do you? I just feel like Star Wars right now, I'm almost at the point where I'm like, I pity it. It was first it was anger, then it was apathy. Now I'm like, I just feel sorry for you, and I just want you to just disappear. I don't want to see any more Star Wars. It's just like watching someone you love just seriously just deteriorate. I don't want it anymore. So just goodbye. So I don't have any ideas to fix it. I don't want it to be fixed. I want it to just disappear and never come back ever again. And in my mind, I'm going to preserve the beauty of the first three films and nothing else. And that's that. Gladiator 2, Wolves, Joker 2. Joker 2, I didn't really like Joker 1. Gladiator 2 is going to be an absolute train wreck, so don't want to see that. Wolves, I can't wait to see. Cannot wait to see it. Wolves, Brad Pitt and Joe Clooney looks like the Batman over stylized. I think I can't say your name, I'm sorry. I can't read this even, but are you the person who commented on my most recent video about the Batman? I think you said it was stylized. Maybe you didn't, but someone said that. I think the Batman was fine in terms of cinematography. I think it looks beautiful. I haven't got a problem with that. Just had an issue with some of the story. What do you think of Alex Garland's Men movie? It was well made, but it's awful and nonsense. So, Christoph, one thing you need to learn about me, well, two things you need to learn about me. One is I don't like Damien Chazelle. Second thing is I don't like Alex Garland. Sorry, when I say I don't like them, not personally, I'm sure they're lovely people, but I don't like their films per se. And Alex Garland, I don't like his films. I do have, however, like Civil War. I think that was pretty good. Pretty good film. I was quite shocked. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. 5 Steps of Grief for Star Wars and Marvel. Marvel is a different one. I think with Marvel, I think I just didn't care. After Endgame, which I loved Infinity War. I loved the whole thing running up to it. It's like, this is great. Like I can keep watching these over and over again. Anything else that's come out since then, I've not really watched, and I don't really care. So it was never as deep as Star Wars. Star Wars was deep because as a kid, I loved Star Wars. So it's always something quite personal to me. Whereas Marvel, whatever, I don't care. Sagnik, I am worried by Joker 2's musical aspect. Ridley Scott has lost it. Yep, he has. He's lost it for many and many a year. I've said this before. Many and many a year. Hey, Dimitri. There you go. There you go. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. Yes, I think I disagreed with I commented on your comment and I said I didn't have a problem with the style of the film of the Batman. I think the style was probably the best thing it had going for it. I just didn't like the storyline. It's too long. 3-hour Batman movie. No, thank you. Not interested. So yeah, I that's what I didn't like about it. But I think it's fine. Like, it's a good film. It's a good film. It's just not what people say it is. It's not a masterpiece, in my opinion. So guys, I have to commend myself because on this stream, I've not put up any Zendaya. I've not spoken about Amy Adams, and I've not put, what's her name? Amanfla, whatever that person's name is. I've not put that person's picture name on screen at all. I've behaved myself today. I'm growing up. I'm a big boy now. Is it just me who thought the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was awful and loved the last three? I've not seen it, and I don't really want to see it because I do love the last three as well, even though it's got James Franco, which everyone seems to hate. I was going to say something there about James Franco. Stop myself immediately. But yeah, I liked those three, and I did not like. Well, I don't know. I've not seen it, but I'm assuming I'm not going to like this new one. The movie in November that probably destroy many films and box office will be Moana 2. I've not seen Moana 1, so I'm sure it will. It's Disney, so probably will. Ridley Scott was never a director. Alien is his only actual great. Oh, Christoph. I thought I was being harsh, but you, my friend, are taking the biscuit. I can't go that far. I think Ridley Scott is one of the greatest directors to ever graced cinema. And you have to look at his track record and go, that is true. The Gladiator is a good film. Alien is a good film. Blade Runner is a masterpiece. So I can't sit here and say that that's true. But I do think he's highly overrated at the same time. And I think his body of work in comparison to good film to bad film ratio is far skewed to bad. I think his best film is The Martian. Marvel, an open book, no thrills, plot twist left there. Totally agree. Oh dear. She's not my queen. Sagnik, are you talking about Amy Adams? Or are you talking about Amanfla? Whatever her name is. Their name. Whatever their name is, Amanfla. Who are you talking about? Let me know. Because whenever I think about Amanfla, this is what I think of. That's what I think of. Are you looking forward to Superman? I'm surprised by all the set photos being leaked. I think what's happening there. So here's the thing. James Gunn is not the right man for Superman. I've said this since day one. And I don't know why he's also directing. How can you be? He's almost like the head of production for DC, for Warner Brothers, I think it is. The Warner Brothers? Whoever it is. And it's like me being the producer of my own film and going, you know what? You don't need Denzel Washington. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it myself. The leading role, I'm going to do it myself. It's like he's been appointed to fix the DC universe. He's gone, fuck it, I'll direct it myself. I'll do it myself. I'll direct it myself. What? First of all, no, you can't do that. Second of all, he's not the right guy. The tone does not suit his work. I can just see it now. And there's so many characters. Green Lantern, he's got so many characters going on. It's going to be an absolute mess. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny and fun, but that doesn't really suit the tone of Superman. I'm very worried. Well, I'm not worried. I don't care. But I'm worried for him because he's going to get absolute abuse. He's already getting abuse right now. So, yeah, I'm worried for him. Worst Oscar-winning movie, my pick is Shape of Water. Shape of Water is dog turd. Now, I know I've got my Guillermo del Toro fans in the chat, but he's a good director. I'm not saying he's a bad director. I'm just saying that film is dog turd. It's Amelie, but it's not. It's dog turd. But it's not the worst Oscar-winning film, because there's a little film called Crash from 2005, which won all the Oscars and is universally universally praised for being shite. Oh, Marcus, you love this. People saying Amy Adams will win lead actress. What? It's about bloody time. She's been nominated so many times. My beautiful Amy. Man, just put in charge someone like Ryan Coogler. Yeah, exactly, Sagnik. You know what, Sagnik? Ryan Coogler would have been absolutely incredible. What a director he is for Superman. No one talks about Ryan Coogler. They always talk about Jordan Peele. Ryan Coogler can piss in the garden of Jordan Peele. Don't know what that means. Doesn't mean anything. The Suit looks terrible. It's a team movie, not really a Superman. See. Well, get ready for the smoke, James. What movie do you think what movie do you think will move release date? Ray or Dune sequel? First of all, I'm extremely disappointed. I heard that Denis Villeneuve was not going to direct Dune 3 until a couple of years from now. I heard he's going to move on and make a sci-fi film again, which I'm tired of him making sci-fi films. But sure, go and make a sci-fi film, but do not make Dune. And then this week I've heard that he's now making Dune 3. And I'm extremely disappointed because I think it's such a waste of talent. The guy is so talented and he doesn't need to keep making Dune films one after the other. I want to see him move away from that. Just like I want Christopher Nolan to, it's never going to happen, to bring his budgets down so he can start making better narrative-driven films like he used to make with Memento and Inception. So there's my thoughts. So, speculationer, to answer your question, I don't care. But on top of that, I think Dune's going to move. Hiring James Gunn was a marketing tool, not a fitting decision. He wanted to make Superman movie and Peacemaker, but doesn't care about anything else. Totally agree. Academy was having a Coke party when... Yeah, I totally agree, Cohen. That was hilarious. Marvel Blade is going to be cancelled and Ryan Coogler has a vampire film coming out with Michael B. Jordan. I didn't know that. Michael B. Jordan is awful, by the way. I didn't know that was happening. So the Blade movie, I'm going to be honest, I said this on the last stream, I think. When it first was announced, I was like, you cannot do that. You can't replace Wesley Snipes. But as this got closer, I'm like, I'm kind of excited for it. However, I do think it's going to get cancelled. So I guess my excitement's gone into the bin. And in terms of Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, what a combination. That is like a Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese type combination. I cannot wait. Michael B. Jordan is not a good actor. By the way, guys, before I did say I'm going to leave 10 minutes ago, half an hour ago. I haven't left yet, and it's been an hour and 13 minutes. Could you hit the like button? That would be quite lovely if you could do that, because we've only got 8 likes, and there's like 23 of you in here. That would be beautiful. If you could hit the like button, that would make me extremely happy. Please. But Michael B. Jordan is not... I don't want to drop any shade on Michael B. Jordan, but I have to be honest. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I saw a film that he did with Jamie Foxx. I forgot what it's called. It's a legal drama. The guy was trash. Michael B. Jordan was trash in that film. I hate saying that. Because I really like him. I remember him as a little kid in The Wire. So I've kind of seen his progress, but that film, his performance is so bad. And it was like his big thing. Like, this is his moment to show he can win Oscars and become this actor. And he was just awful. Just absolutely awful. My God. He was poor. So poor. Yeah. Secondly, I wouldn't go as far as to say that he's neck to neck, toe to toe, neck to neck with Dwayne Johnson. Oh God! What was Brie Larson? She was, wasn't she? She was in that film. I forgot what it's called. What's it called? Someone tell me what it's called. Sam Raimi should have directed and produced the upcoming Spider-Man movie due to the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies being perfect. And if it wasn't for Sony, then the third would be on the same level. No, I don't think Sam Raimi is a good option either. I think Superman is a very serious character. I think I think Ryan Coogler would have been absolutely amazing. Ryan Coogler would have been absolutely amazing. Failing him, I don't know. Like failing him, I don't know who else could. Who's pretty good right now? Do you know what? I would love to have seen a Michael Bay Superman film. Oh no, sorry, a Michael Bay Marvel film. I would love to see that. Not Guilty. Is that what it's called? Not Guilty. I hope it's not called Not Guilty. That's a shit name, but I think it probably is. Michael B. Jordan is sexy. You need a hot black guy in a movie, Michael. You want representation and still make money, Michael. You want to make money in general, Michael. I mean, I can speak on all those things. I don't think he's sexy, but that's just down to my preference of my sexual preference. But he's certainly a good-looking fella for sure, and he's undeniable. He's making the peas. He's making the peas. The Attorney. I don't think it's called The Attorney either. I think Zack Snyder would have been perfect Superman. You said it. You said it already. Michael Bay Superman would have been the it. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have minded. At all. Forgiven. No, it's not called that either, Cohen. The fact that no one knows what this film's called suggests that the film wasn't great. Really. I'm not gay. He's hot, and from no, I wasn't saying you was, Christoph. I'm just saying that I don't know. I mean, I personally wouldn't call him sexy, but it's definitely a good-looking fella. I mean, that's undeniable. I think you said it best when you said if you need a hot guy. If I'm saying he's a hot guy, and I'm also saying, that I wouldn't call him sexy, I'm basically saying the same thing, aren't I? So let's just call him sexy. If you need a sexy guy, he's your guy. There you go. I said it. Just Mercy. That's the one. Just Mercy. Just shitty. But Batman and Spider-Man are two similar characters due to the fact that they both live a double life and work at a newspaper company. Totally agree. But Spider-Man is a sarcastic, quirky character, and Superman is a very serious, straight-laced character with straight-laced stories. And Spider-Man is not like that. So I don't think they have the same tone. I think Sam Raimi is more tonally suited to Spider-Man than he is to Superman. The great Superman movie has already been made. It's called Superman the Movie. Totally agree. 1978. Although he did make time go back, which just, yeah. Christoph, everything you said of Michael Jordan, Denzel did it better with superlative acting. Yeah, great. Oh, the trash. Guys, please hit the like button. There's 9 likes. There's 26 of you in here. Hit the like button. Go on. You might as well. I'm leaving in I am literally going to leave now. In I'm going to say 25. I'm going to go. I've been doing 1 hour 19. I'm going to do 1 hour 25. So I'm going to 6 minutes. But before I leave, please hit the like button. Why do you think Coogler is so good? Hasn't he, Coogler is so good? Hasn't he just done 2 movies? P.S. Black Panther was 6'10". Okay, so I'm basing it on a couple of films I've seen from him. One is his first film, which I can't remember the name of, and the second one would be Creed. Creed is a brilliant film. So, and the fact, you know what, Black Panther, technically, apart from the last bit of CGI, technically is a really good film. So, I mean, technically, not story-wise, but technically it's a really good film. Superman was destroyed by Homelander. They would need strong. I like this. I've watched your channel, Marcus. Leap off this comic book shit, man. So Lafferty, we're just chilling, man. We're just having a chat. I haven't really, honestly, I wasn't going to come online today. I haven't been online for a couple of weeks. I've been busy at film festival, and I wasn't going to come online today. The only reason why I'm online is because Tuesday, which is when I normally would go online, Spain are playing France, so I don't think anyone's going to jump online. So I came online tonight. I was meant to be on here for half an hour. I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, and we're just chilling, having a chat. Whatever anyone, if you want to talk about something else, if you put a little comment in the chat, I'll bring it up on screen. We can talk about that. But people seem to be talking about superheroes, so I'll jump in and talk about them. If you want to talk about something more, I don't know, filmic, more European film, more art house, more Swedish. You want to go into the works of Ingmar Bergman. If you want to talk about the French New Wave, the Russian, the Italian New Wave, you want to talk about all that stuff, let me know. And I will definitely, if you put it in the comment, I'll definitely talk about that. But yeah, everyone seems to be talking about Spider-Man, Superman, Sam Raimi, Michael B. Jordan. So why not? Black Panther is one of the best movies from. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, Sagnik. Do you think so? I thought it was pretty average, personally. You see the F1 trailer. What's F1? Let me get that up on screen right now. F1. Let me have a little look. No, this is new. Came out 8 hours ago. Okay, let me do this. I'm not going to put it on screen because I'll get copyright strike, which I don't want. But I've been looking forward to this because I love me some Damon Idris from that TV show, Snowfall. It's got Bradley Pitt in it as well. I'm going to watch this in a bit. I've seen all the promotional stills, but I haven't seen the trailer. Who directed this? Let me have a quick look. Doesn't say. Is it going to be... They've got rid of all the... It's an Apple TV film, for fuck's sake. It's going to be shit. Doesn't say who directed it, so I guess no one directed it. Let me have a quick look. F1 movie is directed by Joseph Kosinski, who I think directed Top Gun. Yes, he did. There you go. He also directed Tron. Okay. Fantastic. Right. Snowfall was great. Brutal Bad Boy, I cannot disagree with you. No, I cannot disagree with you. Yeah, I cannot disagree. Cannot disagree with you. It was great. It was amazing. I will say that. Really, really good. The ending was a bit, but apart from that, it was really good. Had to disagree. Second, yeah, I would say Black Panther is a 6-5. What was really great, I'm going off the film topic here a little bit, and I probably shouldn't say this, but what was really great during the whole Black Panther thing was that at that time, I used to use the app Hinge. Now, I don't know if you know what that is. I'm sure it's a worldwide app, so I'm sure you know what Hinge is. But during that time, for some reason, I was super popular. Just saying. During that time, I was super popular on the app. I was getting matched with left, right, center. It was amazing. Honestly. Like, people who... I think I even attracted some right-wing white women. I think I was just I was unstoppable during the Black Panther. I wish I could go back to the Black Panther era because honestly, I was bagging, not banging. I'm a good boy. I was bagging loads of likes on the app. No banging, not allowed. Not until you get married. But it was fantastic, honestly. Oh God, it was a wonderful time. It's a beautiful moment, beautiful times. Honestly, if I could go back to one part in history, I would love to see the dinosaurs. I would love to see Alexander the Great and Augustus Caesar. Caesar. I would love to have seen the ancestors, the original apes and the lizards. But the Black Panther era, for me, on Hinge, was undefeated. Undefeated. Beautiful moments in history. Honestly, I was, just thinking about it now. Wow. Whew. Anyway. Do you think some trailers are showing a little too much, like Horizon's country movie just came out? So I think Horizon, unfortunately, and I think speculation, I think you love John Campea, so you should know he was talking about that film. And I think I agree with him when he says that it actually showed not enough. I think it didn't tell you what the story was. So, if you don't know what the story is, why would you go and watch it? Why would you go and watch it? You wouldn't. Marcus, what do you think about the European sci-fi movies? What's the reason they're unable to make good sci? Ooh, Segment, give me an example of a good sci-fi European movie. I would love to know. Goblin Lizardhead. What a name. That's an amazing name. Goblin Lizardhead. That is epic. Epic name. If I ever change my name on a live stream, it's going to be Goblin Lizardhead. Beautiful name. I love that. John Campea. So I've spoken about him before. I think he's fine. Haven't got any bad thoughts about John Campea. Haven't got any bad thoughts about any YouTuber. They're all amazing. They're all wonderful. I love them all. Every single one of them. Ariana. Let me Google that. Ariana. There we go. 2018. There's a film that I saw, a French film, where a woman's stuck in a like this. It's like a pod. She's stuck in a pod. It's got the woman from Inglourious Basterds in it. I forgot what it's called. It's a Netflix film. It's really good. Well, maybe not really good, but it's pretty good. Anira, a Swedish science fiction film. I might have to check this out. The Sex Mission is the greatest sci-fi made by Polish during communism. Couldn't finish it. It was too interesting. What do you mean, Christoph? What do you mean by that? Who do you like on YouTube for movies? Grace Randolph. I've said this before. I always forget her name. Guys, could you hit the like button? There's so many of you. There's 11 likes and there's 26 of you in here. That's absolutely appalling. This is the antithesis of Hinge during Black Panther 2016 or 5th or 17, whenever it was. I'm feeling like this is the absolute opposite of Black Panther on Hinge for me. 11 likes out of 26. Come on, guys. Give me that Black Panther 2017 love. Don't give me the Black Panther 2 2021 love. That was awful. That was terrible on Hinge. 2021 Black Panther 2. Give me the 2017 Black Panther love. Jump on that shit. Give me the lights. Come on. To answer your question, who do I like on YouTube? I'm trying to find her name. There's two people. So I was watching this amazing YouTuber called Snarky J before she blew up recently. She'd done some videos about the Acolyte. She blew up. She was recently on the Critical Drinkers stream that he has, which obviously made her blow up even further. So I'm really proud of her. And then there's also damn, I can't remember her name. What's her name? What is her name? I always forget her name. I'm always trying to big her up, and I should probably write her name down somewhere so that I can just big her up straight away. Movie-wise is really cool. Deep Focus Lens is her name. There's a really cool channel called, if you guys love historical film, the cynical historian's pretty good, but also, who is it? I'm going to find it any second now. The Oscar experts are pretty cool. And then there's one more. There's a few more, actually. But I'm kind of boring myself by going through these names. So Filmento's good. In Frame Out is good as well. Grace Randolph is not so good. But I got nothing against Grace Randolph. I just don't. Oh, wow. This film is good. Oh my God. Like I can't deal with it. You're also better than the Tool Critical Drinker. Wow. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. I don't think he's a tool, and I don't think I'm better than Critical Drinker. I think he's been around for like 5-6 years, so he's definitely better than me. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say on the Critical Drinker. I actually think he's really good. Actually, I think he also talks about stuff that he if he likes a film, he'll praise it, and if he doesn't like a film, he'll destroy it. So I like that. It's very, very kind of neutralized film reporting. I like it. What do you think of Critical Drinker? Kind of clickbait content? I don't think he is. I actually don't think he is. If he is, then he's doing a great job, because he's the biggest film, well, probably not the biggest, but he's definitely one of the biggest film YouTubers on the planet. So, but I think he's less clickbaity than a lot of other bigger ones. So I haven't got an issue with him at all. Oh, Snarky J, I've started to like her. I know you like her more than Amanda. Oh, God. I'm not even going to comment on that. I think she's good. I think Snarky J is wonderful, and I love the fact again that she, up until recently, up until the Acolyte video blew up, was chipping away, and then that video blew up, and then since then she's just gone on this trajectory of I think she's like gained like 40,000 followers in the past week or 2 weeks or so, which is incredible. So yeah, I'm not going to disrespect Snarky J. I will disrespect Amanfla though. Have you ever watched Doomblazer, a shorts YouTuber that talks about movies because you should go into his community tab due to the fact that he made a funny meme about the Spider-Man film? Right. I haven't actually. I will definitely check that out. Araco TV is definitely a legend. I totally agree with you, Brutal Bad Boy. Love Araco TV. Can't work out where he's from. He might be from Midlands, but I just can't work out where he's from. You're hands down better. I appreciate that. Honestly, Goblin Lizardhead. I love that name. I really do appreciate that. If you're genuine, I really do appreciate that. I don't think I am. I think I've only been doing this for just like 9 months or something, or 8 months. Don't know what it is. So I don't think I'm anywhere near as good as Critical Drinker. I'm still working out what works, what doesn't work. I mean, I've got 30 people in here right now, which is amazing. I love you all, but he probably gets like 4,000 people in his live streams. I'm nowhere near that level, so I'm just going to humble myself. I'm not anywhere near his level, and I do love I don't watch his videos per se all the time, but the ones that I do watch, I enjoy. So yeah, I love a bit of that. Also love the, oh my God, I love the, what is his name? There's another person called Macabre Storytelling who's really cool. But also loved Hollywood Pitch. I forgot what his name is. But he's very funny. Very, very funny. Joe wrote. Has Coppola gone mad in his old days? No, he hasn't. He just went a bit mad in the jungle during Apocalypse Now, and he's now making bad films. I caught your first one. Don't compare yourself to him. He gets boring. National wasn't quite. Oh dear. A critical drinker has never seen Sopranos. Can't take him seriously till he watches. Oh dear. I'm going to stop talking about critical drinker and so forth. I think he's cool. Hi, Marcus. Quick question. But do you think there's a lack of young upcoming black actors and actresses in the film? I saw the new F1 trailer. I'm excited for damsel interest, but I wish there were more. No, I think there's loads. I think there's loads now. And I think that's due to the fact that there was that shift in 2016. I think the woke movement, which I didn't like, I don't like forced movements, but I respect what it did, and I respect that it's brought out a lot of female directors, a lot more female actors, a lot of people like a Manfla, who are gender neutral or use different pronouns to ourselves. I like the fact there's a lot more diversity in the industry, and I think there's a lot of black actors and actresses now, which is very cool. And do I think there should be more? Well, maybe. I haven't really looked at the statistics in terms of the percentage of people in film who are of color in comparison to the people that are not of color. I think right now it's probably skewed a lot way in favor of people of color and people of different sexualities and stuff. And again, I'm okay with that. I think we needed that, and I think it will start to bring itself back to a median. So yeah, I think it's okay right now. I think maybe if you're an upcoming black actor or actress, you maybe don't feel like it's okay because there's still a lot of competition. But I think it's getting better. I think it needs to still get better, but I think it's getting better, which is cool. Tavotsky, Lars von Trier. So Lars von Trier did Melancholia, which is a sci-fi type film, which is good. Very weird, but it's very good. Very, very good. Emma D'Arcy is good representation. Everyone's talking about. Yeah. They are. I don't think they're very good in this season, though. I actually prefer the original actress. Just saying. If I missed it, what are you working on? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't use that language in here. Sunny Jim. Sunny Jim. Sylvia, I agree with you on Dune 3. I think Denny's and Warner Brothers are afraid of becoming like Furiosa. Yeah, I'm concerned for Dune 3. I really am. Well, I'm not. I think it's going to make loads of money, and people are going to probably love it. But I didn't like Dune 2, so I forgot your opinion when you think movies will blow up again, as in quality. Not anytime soon, unfortunately. Genius. I think we're going to have to go through the fire. It's going to have to all burn down before it gets better. Right. You guys are smoking tonight. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. Is Lars von Trier good or a madman? I've seen 3 of his films. I've seen Melancholia, Melancholy, whatever it's called. I've seen the one in a warehouse with like fake cities or fake towns or whatever it's called. I forgot what it's called. And I've seen the one with Emily Watson, I want to say. Again, I can't. Breaking the Waves. And I can truly say I have no opinion on the guy because I do like the one in the warehouse. I can't remember what it's called. Melancholia. I was like, what's happening? Something's happening. I don't really understand what's happening. I don't know if I care. And then Breaking the Waves is an okay film, but it just meanders all over the place. So he might be mad, but he's a good filmmaker. I think Gaspar Noé is better than... Yeah, I agree with that, Christoph. I agree with that. I think they're very different directors, but I do agree with that. Have you ever watched Captain Midnight? Because he made a video of how YouTube is beating Disney Plus, and if you ever want to Ireland, then you can see how Tubi is like. Are you from Ireland, the speculationer? But yeah, I have seen Captain Midnight. Don't watch his stuff regularly, but I have seen some of his stuff. Both top tier, Christoph, which he's talking about sci-fi films, great European films, Golden Globe, Obi, Obad, End of Civilization, Dead Man's Letters, Solaris, Stalker. I agree, guys. I'm gone. I want to see if you've given me my Black Panther likes. Nope, 12. I want more. There's 24 of you. Can you all hit the like button right now? I want my Black Panther likes. I want my Black Panther 2017 Hinge likes. Please. I'm begging you. I'm not begging you. You don't want to hit the like button. Don't do it. Don't care. Midnight is this. As a director, are you impressed by that Lagos is releasing a film every year? Is that a real question, genius? Isn't Lagos... do you mean Lagos like Nigeria? Because don't they release films like every week? Like films every single week, every single day, Nollywood style. Let me know, genius. Thank you, Christoph. I appreciate that. I really do. No one cares about Black Panther. Yeah, I know they don't. That's the problem. If they did, I'd have more likes. I agree with the forced diversity was the easiest route, but I just want films with black actors that don't focus on... Yeah, agree with that. Totally agree with that, Sylvia. It's one of my major complaints since day one of me being on Earth is that every film, if there's a black actor in it, then they have to refer to the race. And that's why I like the fact that Tenet used Denzel Washington, John David Washington, and didn't refer to his race at all. I think there's one mention of it, but yeah... The minute we get to that stage is the minute we have moved a bridge, whatever that means. Do you speak any other languages apart from English? I do not speak any other languages apart from English. I speak some really bad French, like Je m'appelle Marcus, j'habite London, ça va bien, mud, some really bad. I speak a little bit of Dutch, dankjewel, and I speak some Hindi, a little bit of Hindi. I probably speak more Hindi and Bangladeshi than any other language apart from English. So yeah. I was in Ireland last week. Got back to USA on Friday because I have family in Ireland. Also, Irish weddings are amazing. I'm sure they are. He's talking about Lathamos. No kind of kindness. The director, don't know the name. Oh, I see. Okay. I think the question was, he's releasing a film every year. So I think he made that film at the same time that he made the last film, which is why the cast are quite similar. So I'm not that impressed because other directors have done that as well. I need to see the film as well. It might not be any good. And then I'm definitely not impressed. But I love him as a great director. Opinion on Spike Lee. I think Spike Lee is one of the greatest directors ever. One of the most important directors ever as well. Black Klansman is the fucking jam, for sure. We heard you say it's bad. What? Say what's bad? Black Klansman? Nah. Can you speak in an American accent? I can indeed. And now I've got the pressure. I don't want to do it because it's pressure. You know Hindi and I do, Sagnik. I know some Hindi. Meranam Marcus, Jaldi, Acha, Hanji. I know quite a bit of Hindi and Bangladeshi or Bangladeshi. I do. David Washington's son might be worse. Oh, you guys are savage. You guys are savage. Savage. Al Pacino. That's my American accent. Al Pacino. That's about it. I can do Walter White if you want me to. I can do Walter White and Jesse. I can do a whole conversation between the two. I can do that for you, Christoph, if you want. Do Jesse. Just be serious for a minute. Mr. White. That's it. Those are my American accents. Well, your Hindi is better than my Japanese. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment. I'll take it either way. Oh, see a new name. Kirsta Owa. Nice to meet you, Kirsta Owa. What do you think of Indian films, specifically Bollywood and Tollywood films? So, Kirsta, I was at a film festival for my film. It's called Before Nikah, which translates to before marriage, if you are Muslim. And that was at the Indian London Film Festival. So just so you guys know, that film festival is pretty big. And at that festival, there's a new Indian film called Kill, I think it's called, which was, I don't think it was premiered there, but it was part of the festival. It was a closing night film. And yeah, it kind of feeds into the question, which is what I think of Indian films. I think they're great. I think there's some amazing Indian films, amazing Bollywood films. And I've seen quite a few of them. Rabna, I can never say the name of this film. Rabde Jodi, probably butchered that completely, is a beautiful film that made me cry. I love Shanti for the first half. I love Shalama Ishke, which was my first ever Bollywood film. There's an amazing film with Kylie Minogue and Akshay Kumar, which is called Dive, I think it's called. And it just has the best ending ever in a film. Best ending ever in a film. Honestly. Was Bryan Cranston... No, he wasn't. That was just a really bad example of Bryan Cranston. Bane is more like this. No, you stay behind. No, that's terrible. Terrible, Bane. Terrible. Jesse, we need to cook. Yeah. Love it. Thank you. Well, thank you, Sagnik. Appreciate that. I've not seen any Malayalam cinema. I've not seen any of that. Blue, that's the one, Sagnik. Blue. The ending is bloody hilarious. So, guys, there's a scene where the lead actor, I think it's Akshay Kumar, the film's kind of set on a boat and set on the sea, and it's like a resort and all this shit. Anyway, the lead actor in the film, he's just committed a crime, and the police are coming after him. I think this is where, I can't remember because I saw it at the cinema years ago. And then the way he gets away with this crime is by driving his bike off the boat into the bottom of the ocean. So we think he's dead. And then at the end credits, he's still alive because he's got a pipe, or he's got a wire connected to the tire of the bike, and he's breathing air. You surviving. Bollywood's just amazing. Just amazing. Sounded just like Bryan Cranston. I saw a Hollywood Report article on Google that said that Tubi launched in the United Kingdom and on July 2nd. So you maybe have to look at the Apple Store. So a few of my films are on Tubi. So I know quite a bit about Tubi. Loved your Batman take. Stephen J, nice to meet you. Thank you for jumping on the back of the Batman video. I literally made that and released it yesterday. And so heads up, I made a few videos like that, guys. So normally I do like 20-minute videos, 15-minute videos. But honestly, the 2-3 weeks that I've had off from the streaming, from making videos, It's just giving me a new perspective on the world. And I did say today I wasn't going to do a long stream, and this has ended up being 2 hours anyway. But I don't want to do 3-hour, 4-hour streams anymore. I will do every now and again, but I don't want to do this every single bloody time I come on and do a stream. But on top of that, I don't want to spend hours doing YouTube videos. I do want to make videos, but I don't want to spend hours. So I've made 3 or 4 videos that are like 2 minutes long, and I'll be posting them during the course of the week. And I'm glad you came here due to that video, so appreciate that. Most hilarious moment in the Batman is when Riddler killed every politician. No, the most ridiculous moment is when the bomb goes off in the church. I think it was a church, and it goes off in Batman's face, and he survives. What the F? When criticizing films, what do you think the most important elements, especially when criticizing narrative, significant? I want to see if I understand that. When criticizing films, what do you think the most important elements, especially when considering narratives? That's a great question. That is a great question. That's a beautiful question. That's what I think about that question. I think the most for me, because obviously I'm a director and a writer, I typically critique both things quite equally. So I critique the acting, critique the acting, critique the technical acumen of the director, and I also critique the script. So I'm kind of watching everything. I think it's all important. I think you can get a great director who can make a bad script good. I think you can get a bad director who can make a great script shit. So I think there's many ways of looking at it, but I always try and look at the whole thing. You can pick apart, like, for example, with Godzilla, the most recent one, the good one, the Japanese one, it had problems. It had some big problems. Like, for example, the narrative is a little bit weak. The narrative is strong, like the sense of A, B, C, beginning, middle, end. This character's actions affect this, that happened, this happens. That is very, very strong. But the actual underbelly of the script, of the story, is kind of shallow. But it makes up for it with other things, like the heart, and like I just said, like the A to B to C. So you can criticize many a thing. Akshay is terrible. Oh dear, love that. I'm teaching a class right now, this profound film from an unappreciated filmmaker about the soul. What film is that, Goblin? Let me know. Let me know. Riddler shot the mayor in the end. He just walks away. Just walks away. Just walks away. You need 192,000 more people to view your bad filmmaking versus good filmmaking video until it has 1 million views. And the video came out 5 months ago. Yeah. Is that a good thing? The speculationer. Yes, my most viewed video. I think a couple of reasons for that is, one, people love that scene from Force Majeure. So when they watch it, they're like, oh my God, what's happening here? And then they get hooked in. And then also, unfortunately, so this is my very early days into YouTube. So I was trying different mics. This is now my favorite mic, and it works really well. But at the beginning, I was doing all sorts of stuff. I was also filming in my wardrobe. So I had this new mic that I just bought, and I tried this technique where I call it a technique. Just call me stupid. The mic was facing away from me, so I recorded it, and I got onto the editing suite, and I was like, this audio is fucking awful. And I tried to fix it, but it was just not fixable, and I just couldn't bother to record it again. So I just went with the audio. So a lot of people started going, oh, your audio sounds bad, or you sound like you're in the bottom of a well, you sound like you're in, like, everyone's saying the same thing over and over again, saying the same joke over and over again, instead of reading what someone else said. So I think that's why it got so many views. I'm just being humble. Actually, it got so many views because it's fucking amazing. Who's the most important to a film's quality, the writer or director? I think, again, a good director can make a bad script good. A bad director can make a great script bad. So I think the director, personally. Good evening, Kevin. How you doing? How would you review your own movies? Palindrome has a 2.9 in IMDb. Just checked. I would. I would. Okay, so here's the thing. These films that I make, all of my films are financed by myself. So none of these films have been made for over £100, which I don't know how much that is in dollars or euros, but I think the highest budget film I've made is £80,000, which was Blonde Purple, which and pretty damn good. Happy with that film. So yeah, I'm working with a number of disadvantages when you're working with a budget that low. First of all, you can't get a named actor. You're struggling with locations. You're struggling with basic things. It's a real slog. It's a real slog. But considering that none of my films were made for over £80,000, and I've managed to go on and do some amazing things with them, including the London Indian Film Festival last week and the week before, where I got to be at the BFI and have a film screened at the BFI and have a Q&A session. Considering that film specifically was made for under £30,000, I'm extremely happy with the results that I've garnered from them. So if I had £1 million, if I had $400 million like Captain America 4 has, then I would like to think that the damage I've done on budgets under £80,000, the damage I could do with $1 million or 400 million would be exponential. I think I could do some amazing stuff. But, at the end of the day, really what I think about my own films is completely irrelevant, because it really comes down to what the audience think about your films. And with something like Palindrome, which I made back in 2019, which is now available on Tubi and so forth and so forth, it's there for the public to view it. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. And there's nothing you can do about that. No one gives a shit. No one's watching the film going, I wonder if this film cost £2 million or £5 million. They're just going, I don't like this fucking film. So whether or not I've got a budget or don't have a budget, I can't really use that as an excuse for making an engaging, good film. That's irrelevant, because if you look at a film like El Mariachi, which was made for like $7,000, but took, it's a very different time, but back then took Robert Rodriguez to another level to make Desperado and Sin City and so forth. That obviously was a very revered film for it to have got to where it got to. So I can't sit here and go, I only made the film for this amount, and then this why it's not good. That isn't a good enough excuse. But I'm happy. I'm extremely happy, because I remember saying to myself as a kid, all I want to do is see one of my films. It's all I want to do as like a 15-year-old. All I want to achieve is see one of my films on a cinema screen. And since then, I've seen all of my films on a cinema screen. And the last 2 weeks have been surreal, seeing them on like the Cineworld cinema screens, which the last one was huge, it was like an IMAX screen. And just seeing your work on screen is just beautiful. So yeah, to answer your question, how would I rate my films? I'm extremely happy with them. Do you plan to work for studios on bigger movies? Not really, Christoph, to be honest with you. I just said if they gave me 400 million, that'd be amazing. $1 million, that'd be amazing. If they come to me, great. If not, I don't really care. I really don't care. That's $102,000 for the most you've ever spent in a movie. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know maths on it, but probably. Yeah, you've done the math, so yeah. How about doing a stream sometime about how to get into movies made these days, steps and stages? Yeah, I can do that. Next time I will do that. I will tell you guys how to get into film for sure. I watched Kill yesterday. It was pure adrenaline rush. Pretty awesome action choreography, superb direction and editing too. So yeah, I've heard good things about it. It was at the film festival that my film was at, or the film that I produced and wrote was at. I don't want to say my film because it's director's film. So yeah, I'm I've heard great things. I'm sure it is bloody good. Indian John Wick, another Indian John Wick, apparently, because apparently the last one was the last Indian John Wick. That's why I rate you, as you still give your honest opinion about film directors, even though you're making films. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I don't want to. I think at the time, and this will be my last thing, guys. So you guys have been amazing, but I need to depart. One, I did kind of put a thing on my community page about Chris Stuckman at the time. I just say it's a bit silly that he doesn't review films. I just don't watch his reviews because I know he's going to praise. If he's doing a review on the film, he's going to praise the film. So what's the point in watching it? Like, there's zero anticipation for what's going to come next. I like the film. Okay, well, you liked all the films though. So I don't really care. I mean, I wasn't like an avid fan before. I do like him, but I'm not an avid fan. So it doesn't really change my world per se. But I think what he's going to find out is it doesn't matter how nice he's being now. Like you just said, Palindrome got 2.9, whatever. It doesn't matter how nice you are. If people don't like your fucking film, they don't like your fucking film. So if his film comes out and it's not good, it's going to get a 2.9 as well. It's going to get a 4. It's going to get a 3. Probably won't get a 2.9 because it's a massive budget film. Probably get like a 4, 5. He's got a huge following as well, so they will like the film. So it might even get to a 6. But he's going to learn very quickly that that's not the way to save yourself. And I learned that myself, which is why I'm happy to criticize other directors, filmmakers, whatever. It's a very precious industry where no one wants to say anything bad about each other, and I just don't care. Like, and he's gonna learn that out the hard. He's gonna find that out the hard way. Unless the film's a raging success, but not every one of your films is gonna be a raging success. Like even Tarantino, the reason he started making films like Kill Bill again and moved away from Jackie Brown, that kind of style of filmmaking, is because they criticized Jackie Brown. Didn't make as much money as well, and he went back to his old style of filmmaking. So it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to get criticized. And he may get, and I'm talking from experience here, he may get 1 million people saying the film's brilliant. And then he might have 100 people saying the film's terrible. And then that will hurt him. That will hurt him more than the 1 million people saying the film's great. And he will suddenly start to give a lot less about what people think of his films. And he needs that. He needs that because once he goes through that alarming shock, he will go, actually, doesn't bloody matter. It doesn't actually matter, which is why I don't care about the IMDb rating. I don't care. Like, I honestly don't care. I have no interest in it whatsoever, because I know that if my Palindrome had Michael B. Jordan in it and had like A24 behind it, it wouldn't be on 2.9. It might not be high. It might be on like a 6 or a 6.5 or something, but it wouldn't be on 2.9. But it's just that's the way the cookie crumbles. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. Would you ever hire Irish actors and actresses in one of your films? So the lead actor in my film Blonde Purple is Irish. So yes, I would. Absolutely. Right. Guys, this has been beautiful. 15 likes is absolutely shocking. 30 people watching. 15 likes. If you guys weren't here for my Black Panther story where I said that during Black Panther era, 2017, on Hinge, I was killing it. I don't know why that is, but I was killing it. So I'm hoping that you guys can give me some of that Black Panther love right now. Some of that Black Panther loving. That's what I'm looking for. Give me some of that Black Panther loving. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. All you got to do is hit the like button. Get your finger. Go down there. Not all the way down. Just to your keyboard. And hit the like button. That's all you got to do. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking for the bare minimum. The bare minimum. That's all you got to do. Do it now. Come on. This is getting a bit like AMSR, isn't it? Whispering into the mic. Beautifully. I saw this video on YouTube yesterday. I don't know how it came up on my feed. It was recommended. All right. Before you say anything, it was recommended. But it was a woman. I'm assuming that she had fake boobs. I'm assuming. I don't know. She was fully covered, but it starts off and she's in the back of she's in a van. I think she's Korean, a Korean woman, and she's in a forest and she's in a van and she drives it into the forest and then she gets out and then she puts up a massive tent. And in this tent, she puts a sofa in there. She puts a fireplace, a bed, all sorts of shenanigans are going on. And then she's got like a really cool cooker, like a stove and like I don't know what it is, like an air fryer, whatever it is. And she starts cooking food and she starts eating the food. It's like a mukbang video, but it's not, because it's a really high production video. And it ended with her eating food. And I was like, what the fuck have I just watched? Is this, first of all, there's so many angles in this little, so it's not like she went out there alone. Someone filmed it first and foremost. So it's not like she's on some survival thing. And I just thought to myself, I think I'm in the wrong profession, because I'm out here busting my ass, making videos, trying to ask you people for likes, when I could just do that. Like, just do that. She had 1 million views, 6 million views on that video. Like, this is amazing. I know where I'm going wrong. This video sounds like a Logan Paul. Well, it kind of, but not really, because, well, it didn't have Logan Paul, and it had this woman, and she was eating food. And it's really weird. Really weird. 6 million views. 6 million views. Honestly, what is going on? What's happening to the world? 6 million views on that. I mean, I watched it, so can't really say shit, can I? I'm making a short film, Marcus. Hope you can help me through the process. Absolutely, Sagnik. Help. Ask me any questions you may have. I will help you. You're on the Discord now. Guys, if you don't know, let me just put this in the chat before I leave, if I can find it, which I probably can if I go to the community page. Yeah, guys, if you want to, there is now a Discord. It's set up by the wonderful, most magnificent Vitaphone. Let me get the link. Here it is. So please jump in and become part of the Discord. I've also got a Patreon. You can join up for free. Or prefer if you didn't, but if you do join up for free, that's fine as well. You can also become a member on the channel as well. So there are many things you can do. I've pinned it at the top. Guys, join the Discord. Loads of lovely people in there. I think Bootle Bad Boy's in there. I think you're in there as well, Stagnick. There's a bunch of you amazing people in there. You guys have been fantastic. We've made 19 likes, 20 likes, whatever. Yeah, definitely no Man United fans are allowed in there. No Man United fans are allowed at all. Only Liverpool fans, please. I would encourage only Liverpool fans. That's a good point, actually. Speculation, huh? I should definitely put in the description of my live streams. You're absolutely right. I'll do it next time. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. It's midnight here. And I did say, like Brutal Bad Boy said, I did say I wasn't going to do a long one. I've done a 3-hour stream. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. If you're watching this after the effect, please still hit the like button. I should have said that at the beginning of the video, really. I think I'll do it next time. But honestly, this video was just a bit of a fuck around. So I've fucked around and I'm done. That's it. I'm gone. As for you, Stagnick, get sketchbook stage with the script. What do you, the storyboard stage? I would write the script first and then I would do the storyboard afterwards. That's my advice. Right. Yeah, take me back to 2017. My God. What a time. What a time. Right, guys, I'm done. Thank you so much. You've been beautiful. I'm off. Peace, genius. Peace, Brutal Bad Boy. You guys are amazing. I don't know when I'm going to be on next, but look out for the Discord. Look out for follow me on Twitter as well. My Twitter name is at the bottom here. I don't know if I can show you guys that. I can't, but you can see it's at the bottom. It's on the bottom. Here. There you go. It's there. Let me get rid of Omar Sy. Get rid of you, Omar Sy. There you go. Oh, no, it's gone now, so I have to put it back. So you know where it is. It's under Omar Sy. It's under Vincent Chazelle. Please add me on Twitter. I'll have updates about when I'm going to be next on a live stream. And I've been a bit more active on Twitter as well. So I'm putting some film stuff on there as well, some polls, whatnot. So please do follow me. Follow me on Instagram. I don't really put any things about this on Instagram, to be honest with you, but I do put it on Twitter. So have a little look on Twitter. And guys, that is it. We're done. You've been awesome. Hit the like button before you leave and keep on being absolutely... What? Everyone's going to Discord. Everyone's going to after party now, are they? To the Discord? What? 2018 Black Panther? Like everything's just... My life's just changing. Oh, wow. My life's just changing. Anyway, guys, you've been beautiful. Thank you so much. And I will speak to you soon. Thank you.